Hey, well, I've been looked after today, um, which is very nice. Uh, Nina insisted that I have a lion, which is the first one I've had in quite a number of weeks. First proper one, first one with without any reference to alarm clocks. Um, so that was good. That was good. And then I've had a day inside um, because, well, it's just this whole thing. As I was saying yesterday, it's about treating what's going on in my head just the same as if it was a physical issue. I just need some time. I need to get my strength back. So that's what I'm doing. I've not stopped entirely. I managed to rebuild my web server today on a completely new version of Linux, and very, very boring for those who don't understand or who aren't involved in tech. But I was having some issues, and if I want to be offering, you know, my freelance work and support and hosting and maintenance, um, then I've got to know that my server is rock solid. And well, I mean, I've got to I've got to wait and see, but it feels like it's going to be everything's going to be working a lot better. Um, this is all. I guess it's foundations, isn't it? It's getting all the foundational stuff so that I can then run with the rest of it. There's been things that, well, there's kind of core things that I need to address in various aspects. Um, for well, for websites, it's getting the server going. For business things, it's getting paperwork and all that going. For the bothy, it's getting our electrical connection and roof fixed in. It's the big initial jobs that I don't have either the skills or the um, permits, licenses, qualifications to do myself. Um, Things I'd like to do, but I'm not going to get myself involved in qualifying myself to open up a road and dig on the public byway just so that I can do it once. Although that would save me a few quid. Well, I think probably by the time I've done the training, it would save me absolutely nothing at all. So yeah, prioritization, taking taking bite-sized pieces of junk. Prioritization. Yeah, understanding what what I need to do now to make things more straightforward in the future. I mean, I guess that's kind of what any sort of job list schedule thing is about, but I need to clear the things that are stressing me out. And well, to be fair, I think I am. It's not that I haven't had the skills to do any of these things. I've had major yips. I think that's it with everything that's happened over the last few months. I think that's it. It's my confidence has been hit in terms of just believing that I have the skills and the strength and the whatever else it takes to get what we're doing off the ground. Um, I mean, I've done like everything that I'm doing. I've done to some degree before. You know, I've done freelance work. I have renovated properties. Indeed, this house that I'm in, I have renovated. I have liaised with all manner of builders and trades. I've done all manner of paperwork. I currently run a not for profit, but they've always been in addition to they've always been side gigs. They've never been something that I have relied on or that has been kind of fundamental to what I've been doing. They've always been nice additions to have, you know. But that's the big thing. I'm trying to turn them into a life, a future, a day job. And it turns out that what that does with my brain is it triggers very hard the, I want to say, demand avoidance. There's a term for it. And I don't have it in general. Well, it's not a thing that I've kind of been aware of having in general, but I'm really getting it now. And it's the most stupid time to get it. I think it's just the scale of what I'm doing. And also that it's kind of came around quite suddenly. Didn't really have time to get used to the idea. Didn't really have time to plan in the extent that I would normally plan because, well, that's who I am. I'm an autistic nerd, of course. I'm gonna plan to the. I'm always gonna naturally plan to the nth degree before I do anything. Wasn't always that way. I used to be. Well, I used to be fairly impulsive as a kid. In fact, I guess maybe I thought maybe I have moments of impulsiveness mixed in with long periods of overcautiousness. That's probably about as accurate as I can make it in terms of a description. So what I want to do is I've got to build my confidence. That's what I've got to do. I've got to get past the yips. I've got to get past the demand avoidance. I've got to say things need doing, so do them. Get my tax return in. Well, I mean, I had a call with the electric guys today. It's all actually surprisingly in hand. SSE are decent people. Actually, they've been just really straightforward with me, really helpful. Mobile numbers of specific people to call, dedicated project managers. They are making it as easy as I guess that sort of thing can be. I'm not having to speak to the council about permits or anything like that. They're doing it all. So, yeah. So, where was I? Where was I going with this? It's conquering that yips. It's conquering that demand avoidance and just saying, no, 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 no. This needs to be done. You're the only person that's going to be doing this. So sort it out. And then, I guess, touch wood, as long as those things get achieved and done correctly, then maybe I'll start bringing a bit of the confidence back in myself. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick to sensible jobs this week, though. Painting. Painting's easy. Yard clearance is easy. Harling is relatively easy. If you're not particularly asked about the quality that you end up with. I've just had such a knock. I don't really know why. I think it's probably just delayed reaction. It's a shame. I was having a really good couple of weeks. Weather's not helping. Constantly damp, constantly raining, constantly foggy. Anything you leave outside just gets rusty in seconds. That is the one thing I could do without, but that's what happens. You start renovating a property at this time of year, and much as it would be nice to have done all this in summer sunshine, is what it is. And by the time next summer comes around, hopefully we'll be all done. So yeah, that's my mullings for the day, and thanks for listening.